Hey guys, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate? Hey, I'm Butch Lehman, and today we're in for another episode of Rolling Reactions, starring one of the sport's living legends. His name is Louie Zamora. Now, some interesting facts about Louie. When I first started watching him, this must have been in like the early 2000s, and he'd actually been around the skate scene significantly longer than that. In fact, I remember back to the documentary video, It's All Good, by David Hoffman, who I previously had on the channel for a review and an interview. And Louie Zamora was one of the ASA contestants that year and just really shredded it. I believe that's the year he turned pro. Anyway, since then, Louie has been an amazing park skater, but also an amazing street skater, demonstrating consistency, style, and pretty much everything what you would expect to see in early blading. Anyway, today we're going to take a look back at some of his profiles, including a section titled Respect, which is sort of a highlight video of some of his tricks throughout the years. After that, we'll wind it back to 1999 for his section in Wasteland, and then we're going to wrap it up with a split section that he put out with Second Regime in the Hot 102.R video, where he tag teamed with Randy Spicer, Roadhouse. We'll have to cover him sometime too. But anyway, let's take a look at some of Louie's skating. He's definitely one of the early innovators and one of my favorite skaters to watch. Very solid style. Let's check it out. Nah, Louie, you can take up all of the shining. So this is the video called Respect, and this one is just sort of a highlight video of clips from Louie. I'm not sure who produced this. I assume the clips are taken from various different parts, but we're starting off with a fish brain, and what really makes that to me is the 360 out. That is a very difficult spin out of a fish brain. Nice gap into that one. Going Royale down the big ledge. And you know, when you watch Louie skate, especially in a lot of this earlier stuff, one of the things I noticed is just that crouched up style on the landings, and I feel like that was not commonplace for his era. So he definitely had control, and looking on this alley-oop sole, just that landing, the way he rolls out of tricks. Forward 360. True spin Machio. That's a really tough trick. I mean, I don't do a lot of true spin Machios. That shifting out of that one. And of course, we got to get some park clips from Louie as well, because he is a park magician. And into the bank. Now, I think he also does it the other way. Maybe in back Royale, if I remember correctly. Out of that little bank to the ledge. It's like most of these clips are in K2s, I think. I'm not sure about that one. Actually, maybe they're not at all. I'm not sure. I vaguely recall him being a K2 rider, though. All right, we're getting back to the park here. This is so good. Massive disaster. 540 back Royale, 450 back Royale, the set slide in. 5 kind grind. You didn't see a lot of guys at the time doing those. Yeah, those were definitely K2s on that last one. I think those are too. Now, I need your guys' help on this, because I distinctly remember seeing Louie Zamora skates for USD when I grew up skating. I think he had a Cyrus model, maybe? Am I making this up? I don't know. I can't be sure. Maybe this is missed memories, but I'm pretty sure he skated USD at one point, right? There's the big back Royale. That is such a sick clip. Nailed it. All right, next up, we're taking it to 1999 for a section in Wasteland, and admittedly, I've actually never seen this video. Like, I'm vaguely familiar with there being a few parts in it. I had people mention to me that I needed to see John Elliott's section in this video. I've never seen any section in this video. Look at that, alley-oop top sole, 5 out. That was clean. Forward 3. I think that was a 3. The fish. This is definitely giving like late 90s vibes for sure. You can definitely get that feeling of early skating culture, and you know, this was actually before I started blading. I started in 2001 myself, so seeing this is pretty interesting. Kind grind. Backslide. Yeah, that alley-oop top sole, that's a sick trick. I love that. Double set. You know, one of the things that I think is stylistically characteristic of the early 90s skate videos is there wasn't a lot of B-roll or personality shots. It was just clip, 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 jump cut, jump cut. It was like just a string of tricks rather than having some sort of artistic vision behind most of the parts. And I know that's not always the case, but that's sort of what resonates with me from early 90s skating was it was just pure skating, not a lot of emphasis on the style of the cinematography or the personality of it or trying to do something innovative or imaginative. It was just let the skating talk for itself. And that's what it's doing. I mean, Louie is a really solid skater here, and you can just get a sense of that from these lines that he's doing, from the consistency of it. I mean, take a look at even that last one when he did in-spin 270 back Royale and got the 270 out. It's those little details that really make a difference. As he gaps into that one, it was that little mute grab. Ooh, drop rails. Man, you don't see a lot of drop rails in these types of videos back then. That's something that I associate more with the mid-2000s is when the hammers really started. That was cool. Look at this rail. Tap, tap, tap. He's just tap dancing his way across the rail. Getting the top sole. Oh, the backslide. I was not expecting that. Again, I haven't seen this part before, so... Like, that's the kind of thing I'd expect to see from a video nowadays with the little fast tap out. And here we are, what, like 21 years ago? That's crazy to even think. This is 21 years ago. Where has the time gone? Yeah. Stomp. Wow. What a scary way to backslide on that. Like, that switch up alone is pretty deadly, but to throw it at the last little bit of rail does not leave a lot of room to catch oneself. So, props on that. Look at this kink rail. That little jump in there. I can definitely see why Louie Zamora had quite a following in those early days. All right, Louie, good work on that one. Let's get on to the next video. All right, now to contrast with the last one, Hot 102.R is a video that I do have and that I've watched a bunch of times. So this one I'm very familiar with. And this is a split section that Louie had with Randy Spicer. So they're going to tag team this one. And, you know, it's kind of fun seeing Randy Spicer in the later portion of his career as well. Alley-oop top sole coming off the bank. To sole grind. That's not an easy one either. What a cool spot, too. Like, I feel like that'd be a fun session. This ledge, I'm wondering if that was the one in Leading the Blind that Chris Haffey did the 630, fakie 630, I think it was, to front Royale. It looked like the same ledge. I could be mistaken on that. Looks like both these guys are skating Deshis at this point in their career. God, you guys remember Deshi? Like the original Deshis? That was so exciting when those came out. I've only used them once or twice myself, and I always felt like they were really bulky, tank-like skates. But man, did they look good. Got the sweaty. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Most dangerous trick in rollerblading. The sweaty. Alley-oop TP. This rail looks like a lot of fun, too. I know this one's been in a ton of videos. It's got grass on the side. Looks like it's nice and low. It's kind of the ideal rail that I would want to skate anyway. It's a long kind grind to hold on that rail. Nice. Watch out for the chain, though. You almost ran into the chain afterwards. Drop rail. That's not the kind of drop rail I would want to mess with either. Man, I miss Second Regime. I used to have some of their clothing. I skated their wheels quite a bit. I believe Ian McLeod had a section in this video, and I was all about Ian McLeod. Growing up, he was one of my favorites just because of how well he was able to spin into tricks, just unlike anything I've seen. So I watched this video a lot. I do really like all of the sections in it. Louie's section, though, is one that I always thought was like really solid, and it brought back older memories of some of the previous videos that I've seen from Louie Zamora. You know, it provided some like closure to see him skating again, because I know this one is a bit later in the career. I'm not sure what year this video came out. If I had to guess, I'd say like 2006, maybe 2007. I don't remember for sure, but that Disaster Soul is really cool. That looked dangerous. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for Louie Zamora in this episode of Rolling Reactions. Again, he's a guy that has been around in the sport for a long time and served the sport in a few different purposes. Like, he served the role of an ambassador as he was skating in the ASA tour, and, you know, being that park skater with consistency and, you know, coming through that era of park skating. He's also put out some tremendous street profiles, innovated style. Unlike a lot of people at the time, I think his style is one of the things that really make him stand out. For me, anyway, I always thought he was really fluid, really composed in the way that he was skating. Anyway, definitely appreciate checking out these old sections. I'm sure there's a lot of sections actually for Louie Zamora that I haven't seen before. If you guys have any recommendations for me of sections that I need to check out, let me know in the comments below, because I'm always looking for more skating to watch and to review for you guys, but also because I enjoy it. I want to see more of that. Anyway, guys, till next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading. I'm I don't know who I am. I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace, everybody.